welcome to a new video on career evolution. I know there's no episode on the I don't know dates, but I know there's no episode on the I have to find out or else I'll keep thinking. Today is 11th, so 12th, 13th, 14th. There's no episode on the 14th. And if you remember, we had reached orbit last episode. And there are of course some debris from other sounding rockets which are somehow under the ground. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll also now show you our contracts in mission control. I've taken now the Polar Satellite contract, and now goal is to complete that this episode. And also you may be remembering our stuff we did in the administration building, unpaid research programs. Since I really think reputation is quite a useless thing to get, so I just took that. So let me show you the goal. You may remember by the science we on last episode, we were able to take survivability. Or what I thought we would have won because it was written, it was band specific, but even it wasn't. So whatever, I just gave myself 50 in the science. So today's goal is advanced rocketry and the MITE experiment. It will be like you'll get science over a long period of time. I'll now tell why. If I scroll down, yeah, I got the lump, some robots more. I get the Terrio engine and this bigger fuel tank. And you will see what will be the goal for that next episode. Let's while then go into the VAB and just launch it. I made sure that the mean time between failure on the like every time there's like an engine failure. So the mean time between failure equals to 4 launches of this rocket for the swivel engines. So yeah. Hopefully I also just was testing in crash and found out that it is actually possible to do a good gravity turn and not going straight up and sideways like what we did last episode. After our first launch unfortunately failed thanks to aerodynamic stability compromises. I also learned that I would also change a little bit of stuff on the LV, and also my payload is going to be completely different since we finally unlocked survivability. Technode that gave us the Probodyne, Octo, I think it is. I forgot. I keep forgetting names. You know that. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I also got that Capella mod, which has Capella parts and also the bumper mod that adds those parts to make the bumper V2 design. So here you go. Quad and squad expander. I have to change the mod filter. Also, when very late sort of part, I'll allow myself to use these mods as well, cryo engines. All the ones that I will let myself use now. This is going to be my mod filter for the series. Next thing I want to do is just see if there's any new engines, but there isn't. So all I want to do is go to command and control, add a small reaction wheel. Now we'll add it to the booster instead. So go to electrical first instead and add 6 of these solar panels. And yes, I can add 5 solar panels because the editor extension Redux mod. And in the probe core, we are going to change experiments to a MITE experiment because it's space low, but the biomes is the thing I'm more interested in. And also it allows atmospheric bodies and its minimum and maximum inclination allow a polar orbit. Add a Z200 battery. Go to communication. And yes, I'm going to allow myself to use parts from globalism science. So I'm going to quickly also have that in your globalism science only, the way I think, and I'm going to add the communitron 8. Made from a young Warner Von Kerman who just before he started doing all of these war criminals things. So yeah, it was war criminals. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube first and for all, and then second, um, I just don't know, or my knowledge about it is terrible. So now here's the where I'm going to go into sub assemblies and take this first orbit rocket, which we made last episode, and then I'll just change it a little. Oh yeah, I remember that I could not add the decoupler, and I found a new way. Use the touchpad in those cases to move everything. Instead, don't use the mouse or that. KSP does not seem to work with me. Now, here was what we had made last episode. It is quite good actually, aerodynamic stability wise. I'm going to call that. What was the name of that previous one? I keep forgetting names. Don't say the name. Why is this all? Yes, Satcom. And ignore all of these crafts that I got from which mod? Not from mods that I got from Kerbal and one and few from MatCloud. Ignore those. Okay. So those are Satcoms. I want to call this Satcom tree. And save. And also we can. I really like the NRAP model, but the stock solution works a bit better as well. But NRAP is way better for that. Polar orbiter. Polar. Also, you may looking at this rocket. I actually found out I've taken a bit of inspiration. Actually, I don't know something. I took a bit of inspiration from NASA's in its original Kerbal gets a real series with like the. Wait a second. Now I'm recording a video. I'm recording a video. I can't do anything about it. Okay, I have to shout out. I'm recording a video. Okay, so here you go. I'm making a video. So here you go. We have completed that part. Now I think it's time to send this up. I don't like extending antennas and fairings because that could make stuff a bit glitchy. Fairing, rotor, TD12 decoupler, the fairing, clamshell deploy, sides to increase the ejection force a little bit. Since I know fairings are quite useless in some cases, I don't want to red fairings, and that normally is better, but this case white is better. Staging good. Let's take this on for a spin. I'm not going to be rambling too much. Why not? I want to do the little less rambly sort of videos in this episode. I want to ask you. I don't remember if I rambled in too much or maybe too many rants in my videos. Because my last time I recorded was on the 1st, and now this is I think 11th. And I want to tell you this thing. In today's India versus Afghanistan T20 match, Virat Kohli is not playing. Some personal issues or something like that. That came in the newspaper, and again me rambling off topic since it's a loading screen, but only loading screens. Loading screens I like to ramble a lot. And if we complete this polar satellite, we'll just get 4 science by the contract. And maybe 2 extra just because the fact that I have got less reputation to get. I mean, let's hope that we have no engine failures. I mean, when we get to the Terrio engine, so that is simulated by Tesla engines. When you launch it for the first time, you are bound to have a failure chance. And there like a 70% failure chance and for one time, and there's like a lots of failure chances, just ignition failures. Terrible it is when you start with. But just sometime as a make job. Let's see. Okay, we still didn't get smart ASS. P atmosphere autopilot. It's funny actually that I use atmosphere autopilot for my work. And you may be seeing that I have a new addition, clouds. That's because I took an astronomer's visual pack, but that is at its lowest resolution. I don't want to know this. Solar flux could be useful, but I just don't want to know it. And left of. And yes, I will take an image when this is in space and not when launching. Since all of my okay, I have to start pitching like this. I can't roll because Reliant engines can't gimbal. That is a problem. You can see me ever so slightly every time clicking W. I will now reduce throttle a bit. As I was saying, if I do that, it'll just basically make stuff a little less laggy. It looks like. I'll never point to the clouds in the episode. Only one problem these clouds will cause: neon flyby and all of that. So what I'm going to do is not have the rocket or ship loaded in sort of screen. Make sure all of my experiments are running right after I leave Corbin. And I just see it from like I don't know the tracking center and just force complete or cheat complete those contracts. That's a bit of a oof sort of situation, but that's the only way I know how to tolerate at least some how to tolerate it basically. And see here. Maybe I'll actually see a picture of it in orbit. I know this launch part is a bit laggy now. I think it's time to go back to full throttle. We have burned like lots of fuel. Okay. Going to see the top tank. Now I want to see the booster's fuel tank. So at the top tank, so in case it's like, oh, the boosters are running from top to bottom, I have something to solve it. KSP is thinking I'm in a wrong heading, but I'm actually at the going in the correct heading. The problem is the W key is not working good enough, and now I'm thinking like, nope, I'm using SAS instead. But the swivel engine is not gimbaling. Or just trying to gimbal, but we are going through max Q at this point. I think I really need to throttle down. Yeah, I'll get Ferrum Aerospace Research in the next episode. I told I'll do it in this one, but I just forgot, and anyway, it has been 11 days. So, of course, I have quite a huge room to forget it. Yeah, quite well it's going actually, this launch. I'm not going to simulate engine failures on this swivel, I've decided now. Yeah, keep changing my mind in the series, but nope, I am not going to do it. Yeah, you can see me turning it. And yes, I think my new plan works better. Of like turning it a bit. So our apparatus has passed 70 kilometers. Let's cut the engines and hope that aerodynamic drag is not a problem. Oh God, now why are you tilting upside down? Come on! Up! Fire the engines. You can see now my new plan. I made sure it reaches 80 kilometers and I'll use timer up to kill the rotation. And then what I'll do after that is like just also do a bit of a dog leg maneuver. So this is why I like McJet Smart ASS so much. These sort of weird things does never happen in McJet Smart ASS. I was saying that. I know that since I use McJet Smart ASS. But I hate this fact of McJeb though as well, that it really does not want anyone to be using it quite early tech tree. It should understand like you will not get all of this information quite early tech tree. But smart ASS, it's like a need for all of the early tech tree things. Like you can see how much I'm struggling with SAS. And that's also a stock system. I know after my video is over. I know that yes, normally you are using the stock system if you don't know how to install mods. But really, I don't understand why McJeb has to do it. This is one of the few reasons I hate McJeb. Especially, I hate anyways McJeb's ascent guidance because it keeps wanting to pitch over a bit too much and makes all my launches fail. Like NASA used to have, and now he loves McJeb ascent guidance. And anyway, he also has Indeed Global Gets Real Redux series. That's another reason. But really, McJeb is just trying to cause problems, looks like. And I think, yeah, this rocket is going quite well for now. And in orbit. I wanted to try and like do it without switching off and on the engines, but nope. I also like to like sometimes detach it while you're spinning. I'm not going to tell why, but I like to do that. And since I really don't know why I like to do that. Yeah, reaction wheels KSP are quite glitchy now. Agree, right? Well, looking at this, I agree that. Okay, so we are going to wait for about a few orbits. Hope my inclination was good enough. Yes. Let's wait for about 1 or 2 Coben days on the satellite. Okay, we are going to win 9. No science, what the hell? Night waiting none. Huh? Extend. Oh yeah, we are about Copen's Highlands. This glitch I'm now fed up of the same glitch I'm having. I had the same glitch last episode, even if I should have gained science. So I think I'll just cheat myself 40 science and now KSP has become way too glitchy and no, not KSP, it's Cobalism science only. I think I may have a chance to even remove that mod. So yeah. I think we'll again I'll cheat myself about 100 science. Since KSP, if it is cheating me, I can cheat it even more. Since I don't think it's quite fair to have so many glitches. And then just leave it. Yeah, like this is exactly the problem with KSP2. It has way too many glitches. Not glitches. Glitches are not a problem for me. I only have experienced like 1 or 2 and that was pre-4 science, but lag is the biggest problem with KSP2. It's so laggy. And also the contracts look like quite half thought out. Requiring you to like quickly go out to like, for example, force mission. Launch, I know, understandable. Second mission, space, understandable. Third mission, But when you go into like a proper storyline part of it, it becomes not understandable. Ignore all of these uses from other stuff I had. Ignore all of these stuff because that's from another mod I had added. I'm only using for your revolution though. I actually have a back corporate mod, but I'm going to not accept these ones. The geostationary satellite. Now I'm going to give myself 100 signs. Since KSP can't cheat me, if KSP knows how to cheat me, I also know how to cheat it. Yeah, I like going with escape. That escape route is not like the normal Alt F12 hotkey. I think it is hotkey. Aviation for my first ever plane. I'm going to take that. Also, the main focus of next step is the Terrio engine. And also, hopefully we get more engines. Since I'm kind of running out of good engines, and running out of it does not mean like... Yeah, I'm just seeing all of the other modded parts which I've got not ever using, even some of these modded parts. Best example of a modded part I never use. Those ones. Yeah, this is a good example of a part which I'll never use in the series. But I'll still research this for the only one engine. And we also got Sight, which is quite a good engine for space. I have worked with basic science. Let's see what that will add. Mystery go observation to laboratory experiments. I don't have the science lab currently, so why would I want the basic science? But that gives me samples. I still don't want to recover anything from orbit, even though that will probably be another focus of next episode to return things from orbit. Also, I think I'll not take the Soyuz from this general launch basis. Quite a good amount of launch basis. Yeah, I'll take 10 science for just parts. Anyway, I will never use some of these parts, but I like to have upon MLP as well to be one of the mods. Okay, so I hope you no, let's not say that now. Let's wait for sunrise. And what the hell it's on 94? Did I accidentally skip like a few days in that mission? We started this episode on 83. Wait a second, did I say 83? No, not 1993, day 83. So yeah, no, don't want you to get confused with 83. Also, I want to quick save now only for start of episode 6. So I call it step 6. Or start. No, let's do like start of episode 6. So, SOE 6. Save. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe. Bye.